It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And there's no love lost between these AFC South foes.
It's the Texans and the Colts.
All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw there to Strange. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They go again with Pierce. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Richardson. A short throw there to Strange. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
I'm shaking my head a little bit as an ex-DB, but I'm also nodding because any edge you can get as a receiver, you take it. Runs a stutter go there, about 12 yards downfield, then chops his feet like he's breaking off his route. And then he takes off and goes downfield again. Excellent job selling it, and it leads to a big gain.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Skirts by him at the 35. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Powers through. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A first carry now. This is Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. At 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And bulldozing his way through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Let's go now.
Now it's Richardson. That complete to Downs.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On 2nd and goal.
Richardson.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Alert. Hey.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And Stroud now to throw. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
That one out wide and intercepted.
picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Richardson. This taken in by Downs.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll head down.